the piercing line indicator, which is offered for various platforms on the TradingFinder website. From this section, you can download the indicator file for MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms and run it on your chart. Additionally, traders can read this page to learn about the functionality and operation of the indicator. From the Navigator section, we select the indicator file and run the indicator by dragging the file onto the chart. Once the indicator is running on the chart, it starts identifying and displaying bearish and bullish piercing candlestick patterns on the price chart. Traders can use the piercing line indicator to help identify this specific reversal pattern and, based on it, detect possible price reversal points. In the Settings section, under Inputs, several different options such as these are available to us. In the first section, we can set the period for the fast-moving average. In the next section, we can set the period for the slow-moving average, and in the following two sections, we can change the color of the bearish piercing line pattern and the color of the bullish piercing line pattern to any color we like. The way the indicator works is based on two moving averages and the arrangement of two candlesticks next to each other. For better understanding and for clarity and illustration, I will place two moving averages on the chart here. On this chart, the first moving average, which has a period of 5 and is displayed in red, and the second one with a period of 20 in blue. I will display the periods exactly as they are set in the settings so that everything is completely clear. The way to identify this pattern is by analyzing the candlesticks. When we have a bullish candlestick followed by a bearish candlestick, the indicator checks whether the opening point of our bearish candlestick is higher than the closing point of our bullish candlestick or not. When the opening point of the second candlestick is positioned higher than the closing point of the first candlestick, it gives us the very first confirmation, and then, after that, it checks carefully whether the closing point of the second candlestick is actually below 50% of the first candlestick's range. If all three confirmations are present, that is, the first candlestick is bullish, the second candlestick is bearish, the second candlestick opens higher than the first, and finally, the closing of the second candlestick is below 50% of the first candlestick, then the indicator identifies the pattern. After that, it checks whether the bearish piercing pattern is positioned above the two moving averages or not. To examine this, it looks at whether our fast-moving average, which has a period of 5 and is shown in red, is above our slow-moving average, which has a period of 20 and is displayed in blue. If all these conditions are met, the pattern is identified, and after that we see that the price moves downward and follows a bearish trend. To identify the bullish piercing line pattern, the process is exactly the same. It checks that our first candlestick must be a bearish candle and the second candlestick must be a bullish candle. The opening price of the second candlestick must be lower than the first candlestick, which in this case it is. The closing point of the second candlestick must be above 50% of the first candlestick, which has also happened here. After that, it checks whether the piercing line pattern is positioned below the two moving averages or not. In this case, our fast-moving average, which is shown in red, must be below our slow-moving average, which is shown in blue. If these conditions are met, the bullish piercing line pattern is identified, and after that we can see that the price has moved upward. When this particular pattern is identified within support or resistance zones, we can confidently use it to enter either buy or sell trades in the market. Now here, I'm going to change some values. For example, I'll set this value to 10 and this other one to 50, just as an example. The more we increase these values, the moving average periods will also change, and the way patterns are identified will vary depending on how the moving averages are set. Alright friends, we've reached the end of this indicator tutorial. We'd be happy if you share your comments and suggestions with us in the feedback section.